Hello, good afternoon, everybody. I'm your host, Club Brother, host of Club Sports, but I'm coming to you live here in Leesburg, Virginia, Loudoun County area. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I'll get you guys the fact that D. Will's going to be facing Frank Gore at the Fury versus Jake Paul Undercard December 18th. That's next month, by the way, guys. Gives you guys the fact that TakeOver War Games is coming back December 5th. Gives you guys the fact that Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler could be happening in 2022, by the way. That's a good match that a lot of people want to see. Gives you guys that Tyson Fury had surgery on both elbows after Trilogy win over Deontay Wilder. Aaron Rodgers and the Packers, they got fined for violating code protocols. Talked to you guys about the fact that a PSG midfielder was arrested for attacking her teammate, by the way. Get you guys to that. Get you guys to the fact that the Bucks defeated the Sixers last night, 118-109. Also, talked to you guys about the, let's see, you had UNC getting a big win against Loyola Maryland, 83-67. You also had Duke getting a win against Kentucky. And you also had Kansas defeating Michigan State at the State Farm Champions Classic. So that is all the news you got for that, ladies and gentlemen, on that note. So, and more news to come, by the way, guys. And the very latest on the Henry Ruggs III, who basically had his court hearing was today. And I also get you guys about and the latest on the Travis Scott, and then it's gonna be the Astro World situation as well, the tragedy that happened there, and more on that. And also the fact that Dalvin Cook is being sued. So that's all there is to know on that, everybody. And also the latest on the Son's investigation, the Robert Sarver probe, by the way. I'll tell you guys about that. And his wife chimes in, though, by the way. All right, first things, so I'm going to start things over with the fact that Darren Williams is going to be facing off against Frank Gore at the Tommy Fury versus Piece of Trash Jake Paul Undercard December 18th next month, by the way, guys. I got Tommy Fury out of the way, so what I got. So that is all there is you need to know on that, everybody. So I got Tommy Fury out of the way, what I got. But for this fight, I'm going to go with D. Will. I think he's going to pull it out. I think he can. So do I think that D. Will's going to get a win against Frank Gore? I'll have to see it for myself, guys. I'll have to see it for myself. Also, another thing someone gets, by the way, War Games returns December 5th, live pay-per-view on Peacock TV, guys. So that's coming. It was announced last night. So War Games is coming back December 5th, guys. That's all there is you need to know on that. Another thing I want to get into, by the way, guys, that Conor McGregor versus the Michael Chandler, that could be happening in 2022, guys. You can check out their Twitter they had, by the way, guys. Their tweets, by the way. And I got to tell you, it's really good. So that happens, I'll be surprised myself. I mean, Conor McGregor's supposed to come back in 2022, but it could be getting sense on Michael Chandler if it happens, guys, in 2022. So you guys want to see Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler in 2022? Let me know in the comment section about that. I will definitely address the show. Who do you have winning it, by the way? That's a big question. Now, Michael Chandler's come off a loss against Justin Gaethje, by the way, this past Saturday, and it was a good match. So do you guys think about Michael Chandler? I mean, sure, Michael Chandler has been trying to get a fight against Conor McGregor, but we could be seeing it in 2022. So you guys want to see Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler in 2022? Let me know in the comment section about that, and I will definitely address a response to that for sure, but that's all there is you got to know on that. Also, Tyson Fury had surgery on both his elbows, by the way, after his trilogy win against Deontay Wilder, by the way. So, wish me recovery. He's doing well. That's all there's you doing there, everybody. Another thing I want to get to, by the way, a PSG midfielder by the name of Aminata Diallo was arrested for attacking her teammate Kiara Hamraoui last week. Now, two guys that were balaclavas, they were armed with iron bars. They dragged Hamraoui out of Diallo's car, attacked her on the legs, hitting her on the legs. Now Diallo was in custody. This is all after Hamraoui was in Diallo's car after she and two other teammates had dinner together. So we're not looking good there. That's everything you need to know on that, everybody. So there could be more because out for Amidon and Diallo, and that's all I think you know on that, everybody. Also, got some other news that Aaron Rodgers just got fined. Or excuse me, Aaron Rodgers and Allen Lazard, they got fined $14,650K. And also the Packers, they also got fined $300K for violating code protocols, by the way. This goes on disciplinary action. Aaron Rodgers, he was going maskless during interviews, during post-game interviews, during the Halloween party when he was dressed up as John Wick, Wayne's dancing with Pooh Shiesty. He was unmasked. And he says he's an athlete, not an activist. He's trying to take care of himself, and he says that he was being misinterpreted what people said. So he was trying to take care of himself. But clearly, Aaron Rodgers, clearly you violate code protocols. And since you refuse to take the COVID shot, I mean, it's not like you refuse to take the COVID shot, but since you're unvaxxed, your season, Aaron Rodgers, is going to be in dire jeopardy. Like it or not, Aaron Rodgers, because you should have retired a whole lot sooner before you ended up getting COVID. So that's what I would say right there, people. That's what I say to you, Aaron Rodgers. So, Aaron Rodgers, you better take care of yourself. And you better have 2 negative tests. Because if you don't come back, I mean, you're supposed to come back on the 13th, by the way. You don't come back, your season's doomed. So, honestly, Aaron Rodgers, I would just tell you to your face that you may as well retire. Because it seems like you're throwing everybody on the bus. Yourself, the Packers fans, the viewers, everybody on the bus. And everyone's relying on you. You're their savior. You've been the face of the Packers for the past 16 years. I mean, you're entering your 17th season now. But I'll tell you, this is going to be a final season, Aaron Rodgers. And honestly, you haven't lived to expectations. I'll tell you about that. I mean, you're an unvaxxed goat, or a COVID goat, which you are now. But clearly, Aaron Rodgers, you know, you may be one of the GOATs, and you may be a 3-time MVP and a former Super Bowl champ, but your quest to get another title ring, that's going to be dire jeopardy, because even though you had COVID, by the way, it seems like you're not living to your potential. I can tell you about that. You are just not living to your expectations at all whatsoever. I can tell you that to your face. Aaron Rodgers, think before you act. Think about those around you. That's all I got to say here, Aaron Rodgers. Also, another news I want to get into, by the way. OBJ has cleared waivers, by the way, and he's now a free agent, by the way. His options are Packers, Chiefs, Kingdom, and the Saints. My option for this one is going to be Chiefs, Kingdom. That's all I got to say on that. I think Chiefs, Kingdom. I think OBJ is going to help the if OBJ is traded to is going to the Chiefs, that's a massive move. That would be a really massive move, though. I mean, sure, the Chiefs are former Super Bowl champs, which they are, by the way. Patrick Mahomes is former Super Bowl MVP. But if OBJ is going to the Chiefs by today, or tomorrow, next week, we never know. So he's cleared all the waivers for now, and he's a free agent. 3 options are Chiefs, Packers, and Saints. So what's the best option for OBJ? Let me know in the comment section about that. I will address everybody on that note. Also, guys, you had Duke defeat Kentucky 79-71 last night at State Farm Champions Classic. And you also had Kansas defeating Michigan State 87-74. So wow. College basketball is already here, guys. And I hope you guys saw those games. It's really good ones. You also saw Oregon defeating Texas Southern 83-66. You had Indy defeating East Michigan 68-62. Stetson defeats Texas Memorial. Yeah, Texas Memorial, by the way, 74-67. Florida Gulf Coast Dunk City defeats Florida National 94-57. UMass defeats UMBC 77-60. Army defeats SUNY New Pantry 83-52. GMU defeats Stony Brook 74-52. VCU gets the win against St. Not St. Mary's, but no, so some other SPU, by the way. So that's all there is you need to know. They beat SPU 57-54. A really close game, guys. So that's everything. Sorry, guys. Everything you need to know on that, everybody. And yep. And also, you saw the Zags defeating Dixie State at 97-63. I don't want to get into too many. And also, you saw UNC defeat Loyola Maryland 83-67. Navy defeats UVA 860-58. You also had Ohio State defeating Akron 67-66. Real close game, guys. So That is everything you need to know on everybody. And those are the college basketball games. It's more college basketball games to come, guys. College basketball season is officially here. That's everything you need to know on everybody. And that's all there's I could say. In other news here, you had the Bucks defeating the Sixers 118-109, where Greg Figure scored 31 points, 16 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 blocks. Grayson Allen has scored 25 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. Bobby Portis has scored 19 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, and 2 blocks. Tyrese Maxey has scored 31 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, and a block. Shake Milton scored 20 points, 4 rebounds, and 6 assists. Andre Drummond has scored 17 points, 20 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, and 2 blocks. Georges Niang scored 21 points, 2 rebounds, and steals, 1 assist in that game. But wow. So the Bucks, they're looking pretty good so far, and even though they've been struggling a bit, but they're looking ways to win. That's all there is I can say on that, everybody, and that's everything to know. Also, guys, some other news here I want to sort of get into, by the way, that, let's see here. Penny Sarver, who is actually the wife of Robert Sarver, by the way, Penny Sarver is the majority owner of the Suns, and Robert Sarver, who is being accused of racism, sexism, and misogyny, by the way. He's the owner who's being accused, by the way, under fire for a toxic workplace. Now, Penny Sarver, who she got, and she's also Robert Sarver's wife, she sent 3 messages to 3 former Suns employees. Now, one message says, I'm going to read here, that I know a ton of bridges got burned between you and Robert. You and Robert, and you are bitter. Real lives are at stake. Please put your hatred alive and know the hurt you caused by spreading lies and fabrications. Is your time in the spotlight that important? It says right here that if anything happens to one of my kiddos, I'll hold you and Earl Watson accountable. Think about your kiddo for a sec and imagine the tables being turned. Another employee got a message saying that began, I'm saddened you would say these things about my hubby. Your interpretation of what's ensued is far from the truth. You're destroying my family's lives. Thanks a lot. Third employee got their message. You're lying and you're trying to destroy my hubby with your lies. You destroy my family and kiddos. So honestly, this all stems after Robert Sarver, who's the Suns owner, by the way, was accused of racism, sexism, and misogyny, by the way. That was being interpreted, by the way, as well. And everyone saw how this all went down. And and I did go over this last week, that a photo that had Penny Sarver wearing a Suns bikini, by the way, was being passed around. And honestly, all that was passed around like a hot potato. And then Earl Watson was called the N-word, and you even saw, and this all showing Draymond Green was using the N-word, and Robert Sarver could not. So clearly, I'm going to tell you this right now, this could probably lead to a divorce. I can tell you that, which it could. And it's just, I mean, this is a bit of a he said, she said kind of thing, but the truth is, though, is that Robert Sarver, he's going to sell the team. He has no choice. Robert Sarver is going to face the music. When he's on that podium, he's going to apologize and admit that if he did this, then it's over for him. He's going to lose ownership, and that's sell the Suns. That's Suns franchise. That's all he's got to do. So clearly, I'll just say this. If it happens like this week, next week, well, we never know, because I'll tell you this. Robert Sarver, he's going to be losing a whole lot of ownership, and he's going to sell the team anyway, like it or not, guys. If he said he did it, game over. That's it. So, needs to say, the Suns, the team itself, they're trying to focus on the season. The employees, by the way, they've had some tough times in there, knowing there's some toxic workplace. And even though one woman was trying to commit suicide because she was feeling uncomfortable, and even though Robert Sarver made some sexist remarks and being a racist, and clearly, Rob Sarver's got to go. I'm sorry. Matter of fact, both Robert Sarver and Penny Sarver, they both got to go, as far as I know. So, it doesn't look good there. So if Robert Sarver apologizes yet again, that's that. And apparently Sarver's got to apologize. That's that. So that's all everything he's doing there, everybody. That's all I could say. Also, another news I want to get to, by the way. Ex-girlfriend of Dalvin Cook's. Now, the ex-girlfriend happens to be a U.S. Army Sergeant. She was named Graceland Trimble. She's accusing Dalvin Cook of abuse, domestic abuse, by the way, of abuse causing concussion during the argument, and last year, battery and false imprisonment. Says right here that Cook denies the allegations against him. Now Cook says that Dalvin Cook was assaulted by Graceland Trimble, and after she broke into his residence, extorting money from him, though, millions of dollars, that is, by the way. And she flew to Minnesota. She flew to Minnesota to break up with Cook, and she got her belongings from his house, and they went and things. That's when things went a little sideways, by the way. Now she accused Cook of giving her concussion, leaving a scar on her face, and he took her and he put her through hell, though. Now Trimble used a mace on him, by the way, before going into his bedroom, snagging a gun. Calls for a friend for help, leading Cook to attack her with a broomstick. Now, no charges were filed against Cook nor the Graceland Trimble, by the way. Now, Graceland Trimble tried to call for help, and Graceland Trimble was holding a gun right in her hands, and she was pointing at Dalvin Cook and a guest, and she was also smashed Dalvin Cook's right, by the way, as well. Now, you can see in the photos that she was a bit of a bloody mess, and clearly things don't look good there. So honestly, charges have not been filed. Dalvin Cook was not arrested at the time of the incident. He was not charged, but he has been sued. By the way, this is a bit of a civil suit. So if Dalvin Cook has an arrest warrant in his hands, then he's got to turn himself in. And now the Vikings are aware of the incident, by the way. I can tell you that. And honestly, things don't look too good there. And if he's arrested, that's all there's I can say on that. And Dalvin Cook is denying these allegations that are against him, and that's all I can say on that. So, please they were not notified, no contacted for the incident. That's all, everything you know on that. And that's all I can say, just for now. Also, guys, another news: Nikola Jokic is going to be suspended 1 game for pushing Markieff Morris. Morris got fined $50,000 for 2 flagrant fouls that he got. That led to Jokic retaliating, and Jimmy Buckets was fined $30,000 for escalating the argument, by the way, and didn't comply with the NBA interview. So clearly, really look too good there. And Jokic brothers and even the Morris brothers, they sort of Morris twins, they got into it as well. And things didn't look too good there. That's really interesting. So let me know in the comments what your thoughts about that are. I would just want to share, buddy. Is it fair? Let me know about that. Also, some others I want to get into, by the way, that let's see here. Clips to feed the Blazers 117-109. Giants to feed the Hawks 110-98. And yeah, that's all there's on that, everybody. That's all I can say. Also, guys, Travis Scott, after the Astroworld tragedy, was at David Buster's, by the way, attempting that was at David Buster's after party, by the way, after the Astroworld tragedy. But when someone informed him about the incident, then Travis Scott would leave. Now, 9-year-old, Bartney Shahani, she showed no signs of brain activity after the incident from Astroworld tragedy. Now, 9-year-old kiddo by the name of Ezra Blount was hospitalized, injured, suffered a brain swelling and organ damage. Ezra's family members will file a lawsuit against. Ezra's Blount's family members were among those that filed a lawsuit against Travis Scott, Drizzy Drake, and Live Nation Entertainment Inc., by the way, on the incident. So honestly, that's not look good for him. And Travis Scott didn't know what was going on, but he knows now. So, and Kim and K Dash, Kylie Jenner, Khloe Kardashian, they broke their sons as well. Drizzy Drake already did that. So I want to send thoughts prayers go out to the little kiddos that's in the hospitalized, all the victims, family members, Avon's family members, the close ones, all their fans, the Astroworld fans, all their viewers. It was a horrific tragedy yet again. So here I paid for the funeral. Here I paid for the funeral costs of the victims, of the 8 victims that were deceased in the season actual tragedy last Friday. So honestly, it's not looking good there. So clearly, more losses could be coming on the way. And Travis Scott, he has been arrested and charged before, back in 2015, 2017, where he was accused of encouraging fans to jump through barricades and jumping off balconies and storming onto the stadiums, and he was arrested for that. So Travis Scott, he may not have incited this one, but clearly fans weren't even safe, and there were 50K fans, but clearly this can't go on anymore. So once again, I will say this: Travis Scott should just be canceled. Now the Fortnite emote of Travis Scott, that's been removed, by the way, stemmed from the incident. I can tell you that much. Needs to say, I'll tell you this: so Travis Scott, he may have to be canceled. Let me know about that. You think Travis Scott should be canceled? You think Kylie Jenner should be canceled, unaware of the incident, and even though they were devastated by it? So let me know in the comment section about that. I will definitely address and respond to that, everybody. That's everything you need to know, and that's all I get to say. So that's all you need to know, everybody, on that note. Also, guys, some other news I want to get to, by the way, that Jacksonville Hawks 110-98. That's all you need to know on that. Also, guys, much happy birthday out to 246th birthday to the Marine Corps, to Big Perk, Kendrick Perkins, to Tracy Morgan, Miranda Lambert, Ellen Pompeo, Michael J. White, Ugon, Andre DeGrassi, Aksha Renee. You got Bob Orton Jr., Aaron Crow, Eve, Zoe Dutch. You got Diplo, Emily Sears, Warren G, Ryback, Cassie Lee, one half of the Knockout Tag Team Champs, Vanessa Angel, Zach Ertz, Scottie Pippen Jr., and that's all it says. Somebody birthday wishes, shout out, tweet to it. Please be sure you do so on everybody. That's everything you need to know, and that's all you guys know on that, everybody. That's all I got to say on that. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll do right there with the Kiddo Sports Board. Like, subscribe to the Kiddo Sports Board YouTube channel on Facebook by any norm necessary. What are your thoughts on Aaron Rodgers and the Packers being fined, by the way, for violating code protocols? Let me know in the comment section about that. I'll address my sure by everything you need to know on that. Your thoughts exactly on Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler for 2022 matchup. You think it's going to happen? Let me know about that. Who do you have winning it? What are your thoughts on Tyson Fury and having surgery in both his elbows from the trilogy, his trilogy win against Deontay Wilder? Let me know in the comment section about that. Just my sure, buddy. Your thoughts on the State Farm Champions Classic, by the way, where you had Duke defeating Kentucky, and you also had Kansas City, Michigan State State Farm Champions Classic. Let me know in the comment section about that. I'll just my sure, buddy. Also, brother, what's the Emilio Acho, Les Miles, Aaron Murray, Anna Fernandez, Maya Diab, Drew Lock, Jack Clark, Teddy Bridgewater, Dana Fraser. So send all your brother wishes, shout-outs, tweets to them as well. Please be sure you do so, everybody. Ride back as well. That's all I can see on there, everybody. Thoughts on the Bucks doing the Sixers 118-109. Let me know custom about that. I'll just my ship. What are your thoughts on Nikola Jokic being suspended one game? But you think that's fair, by the way? Even though he shoved Markieff Morris, by the way, and the brothers sort of got into it, by the way. The Morris brothers, the Morris twins, and the Jokic brothers got into it. So let me know in the comments about that. Where because I'll just my sure best everything you know on that. You know some World Games coming back December 5th. Let me know in the comments about that. I'll just my sure best all the things you need to know on that. I'm back for my breaking news, types live updates, so on, and a whole lot more than Kiddo Sports, with everything sports related. And there's you got to know. So all guys, take care of you guys. You guys have a good day. Please be safe with that. Bye bye.